Welcome back to Saca las Velitas podcast.
Hey.
My name is Danny, also known as Brujo, and I'm here with my two co-hosts,
Erica Tinez.
Afiliado.
and they're both my siblings.
Hey.
So this is the Valentine's Day episode. However, we are recording this after Valentine's Day because my two co-hosts right here were sick the last weekend, and then the weekend before that, I was in LA.
Yes.
So I did make a vlog of that though. Hold on, let me fix my chair. I did vlog the LA trip though. It was just a short one, just a quick one. That's what she said. But
That was a good one.
no, but yeah, it was just a short vlog, quick vlog. But yeah, so we basically took 2 weeks off of podcasting, so we didn't make Valentine's. Valentine's Day was actually 2 days ago, right, guys?
Yep.
But we're back now. So this is officially the Valentine's Day. But yeah. So hey, besides being sick, man, how you guys been?
Man, tired. Just been working and pretty much just like still like feeling the after effect of being sick. Like, to be real, like that's out of all the times in my whole life being sick, this last time was the worst I've ever felt.
Damn.
Like I had like too much info, but I had diarrhea. I couldn't like. I had to force feed myself because I could like I'll eat food and me daba como like
Asco?
yeah, me daba asco. So it was just like, and then I would throw up the food and then just so it was like I had the worst headache, like sharp pains in my head, like it was hurting. And then to this day, like my head was hurting so much that my ears was getting like clogged up. You know, when you're in the mountains and they be popping.
Yeah.
So my right ear, right to this day, so I start muffled, and like I'll be like yawning or like I'll blow my nose and say, but it don't go away. So I mean, hopefully, eventually it does. But and then I still got like a lingering cough. So it's like, you know, I'm not sick no more. Mm-hmm. I feel better, but like, you know, the after effects they do linger, and it's crazy because I usually get sick like once a year.
Yeah.
But because my immune system's been good, but this is the first time in a long time where I got sick back to back. I got sick in January. Damn. 3 weeks later, I got sick in February. So there's something out there going around, man. Y'all better be safe.
No, yeah, I'm still feeling it too. I got sick after him, like a couple of days after, and it was the exact same thing. And I would see him posting, and like I was like, "Nah, that was doing too much." Like he's like he's hella milking it. But then I was like, "Whoa!" I felt that was my karma.
And you know what's crazy? I felt too. I was like, people gonna be like, "This little baby, shut up." 'Cause, you know, I was online, you know, like complaining, but I was just like, I was in the house alone, like bored. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? People gonna suffer with me, and they gonna see.
I was like, oh, he's posting it because he wants like a girl to be like, oh, do you need anything?
Nah, I mean, I ain't got to do that, but they reached out regardless.
Period.
But you know, I'm not trying to say
No,
like
yeah.
nonchalantly, but like, you know, I really was just bored at the house and dying. So I was like, at least people will see my legacy if I die, and they'll see my last stories. You know, when someone dies, they'll be like, they'll try to like pick Easter eggs and some like clues. And so, you know, but I was just, it was just because I was bored and I wanted to post about it. But, you know, a lot of people still was like, bro, you still sick? And then like, I was trying to explain to people, this is the worst I've ever felt being sick. So when you know, you told me you had it, I was like, we didn't have no contact either.
At all.
Like, you know, so when I heard my mom was like, hey, you know, your sister got the same thing you got, I was like, dang, she got diarrhea too? And but yeah, and then, but we trying to get our immune system like the brujo, because
I know.
I don't remember the last time this fool was sick.
I know. I was the only one that didn't get sick. So that's why I'm like trying to sit 2 feet away from them right now.
The angle looks like he's next to us, but if you angle it regularly, he's 2 feet away.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, we fix the cameras to make it look like
he's not even here right now.
His Photoshop AI.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded. My part is pre-recorded right now. Nah, but seriously though, man, I'm so glad you guys are doing much better.
Yeah.
Because I know that you guys were definitely going through it. As you guys know, my roommate is Erica, so I definitely saw her going through it. And then I know Afiliado was pretty sick. And same thing. I've never really seen him sick like that, you know. So that I know for sure he wasn't faking it.
Yeah.
So that's why we weren't able to record for you guys, but we're finally back. Let's see. So the other reason why we didn't record the weekend before that was because I was in LA. So I had a lot of fun in LA, man. I must say I had a lot of fun out there. Yeah, so the vlog doesn't show a lot because I was having so much fun that there was a lot of times I didn't really want to pull out the camera like that. But it was so much fun. It was fun. It was fun. That's all. I just keep saying it was fun. While I was out there, I went to the beach, and it's crazy because my friend out there that I went to go visit. Yeah, she had actually. So this is kind of crazy, right? I was just telling Eric about this. So like hella years ago, this friend, she had got some merch for me, So she did a whole photo shoot at the beach with the merch from my business. And I was always wondering, like, yeah, okay, I wonder where that beach is at. I wonder where this place is. It looked really nice. Like the scenery was really cool. So as we're driving to the beach, I asked her because since we're talking about the beach,
Modelos are kicking in.
The Modelos are kicking in.
Oh, yeah, sick. No.
Yeah, we're sipping Modelos this time. So that's why there's gonna be a lot more burps because we left the tequila out this time. But yeah, so as we're driving to the beach, I was like, hey, remember that one time when you did the photo shoot with the leggings and the shorts and everything? Where was that at? And she was like, oh, that's actually where I'm taking you right now. So it was pretty cool that after like 5 years later, I go to that specific beach where she did that photo shoot. So that was pretty cool.
It's like a full circle.
Yeah, like a full circle. Yeah. So shout out to my friend and then shout out to the spirits.
Yes.
Because that was pretty cool. And, I was glad she took me there because it was really, really nice, man. Like I said, I took video of the...
Shit, my bad.
Yeah, see some Modelos, guys.
We gotta do a burp count at the end of the episode.
Every time we burp, you gotta take a shot. Yeah. But yeah, man. So it was even though I took video of the beach and of like everything there, it still didn't do it justice. Like it was so nice out there. It was actually called Playa del Rey, or Marina del Rey. I think it goes more by Marina del Rey, but she said that some people call it also Playa del Rey. But yeah, it's nice out there. So if you're ever out there in the area, I recommend you guys check that out for sure.
Yeah, hopefully, I think next time we go all together, I think we're gonna try to hit that spot because I saw it in the vlog and I was like, dude, that's beautiful. Like I want to go there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I actually stayed by a different beach. I was actually staying in Manhattan Beach, but she took me to Marina del Rey, which is that beach. So it's so nice that I was kind of glad that she took me to that one instead of the one right by the room,
Yeah.
Because I was literally staying I think 7 minutes from another beach, Manhattan Beach. But she definitely wanted to show me that one, so I appreciate it. It was really nice. It was really nice.
That's what's up. And he went by himself. I didn't go with him this time.
Yeah. For those of you that have been following us for a while, usually I go with my sister and my nieces.
Yeah.
So this time it was just me by myself.
And he pulled it. Yeah. He left at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and it was raining. It was raining when he left, and I'm like, oh, please get there safe.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Night is the best time because you ain't got no traffic and it's a straight shot just over there.
Yeah, but it was since it was Friday night, I thought there was gonna be more traffic.
Right.
Oh.
But it was actually zero traffic. There was traffic here in town. And it was raining, but once I got out, probably an hour from here, I was cool.
Yeah.
And it was like no traffic out there, just a few big trucks. But I did pretty good time on the drive too because there was no traffic.
That's what's up.
So how much hours was it from here to there on a Friday night?
It was 5.5.
5.5. Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, on a Friday night. Yeah, so I was planning a whole 6-7 hours because especially maybe on the Grapevine, going into LA. I figured, it's gonna be packed because everybody's gonna try to be in LA for the weekend. But it was smooth. There was no cars around. It was cool. And when I was driving through the Grapevine, it was still early. It was probably 10ish, probably about 10 p.m. So you figure 10 p.m. People were probably trying to get to the club.
Right.
But I didn't hit no traffic, man. So I got pretty lucky.
Especially in LA.
Right.
The traffic is terrible out there.
Yeah. And then and I'm actually gonna go back next week too. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back next week too.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Going to all the beaches.
Yeah.
Beaches, I mean.
Damn. I gotta go back to the beach.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Awesome.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, and then but it's you know how you said that you didn't vlog as much.
Yeah,
it's because sometimes when you do stuff like that, you just gotta take it in the moment, and if people don't see it, I mean, F it. I gotta stop cussing so much. But that it looked like you had fun.
Yeah.
It looked like I was on the beach myself.
The food looked good. Check out the vlog if you haven't seen it, so you guys can get like an idea of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It looked so beautiful, but I'm sure it looked way more beautiful in person.
Yes, definitely. And it's crazy because right there, when we're at the beach, there was some nice boats pulling up. And I was like, oh shit, I'm about to swim over there and party with them real quick. Like,
See, that's one thing that I want to do is I want to experience. Oh, actually, I did do it when I went to San Diego, but I want to experience like a boat turn up with like hella people in LA.
Yo, hey, shout out San Diego. We know we got a lot of viewers and followers and friends out there that really support.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know, man. Speaking of that boat, hey, I was jealous, man, because that shit was fun. That shit
was
fun.
super fun.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
I gotta ever since Titanic, I can't fuck with boats.
No.
It's R.I.P. Jack.
Yeah. No, you know what? What was I gonna say?
She had space in that door.
For real.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it though.
Yeah. And for those of you that heard that pop, it was just me popping my knuckles. I didn't fart, guys. I didn't fart. that was not a fart.
For the first time.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
I was gonna say, if you know, you know.
And unfortunately, I know very well.
Yeah. She right next to him too, so she knows. I got a little, space on this way, but we good.
All I gotta say is you guys are about to get sick again. No. Oh man. No, but yeah. So next week, the reason I'm going back next week is because it's my friend's birthday. My friend's birthday. So
the friend that you were okay. That's
yeah. Yeah, my Valentine,
That's his only friend.
Yeah, my only friend. Yeah. So I got to go back for her birthday. I was actually so what happened was I was supposed to go for her birthday, right, which is next week, but I didn't want to wait that long. That's how I ended up out there last weekend, But yeah, so her birthday's coming up on next Sunday. So 1 week from today, I'm gonna be out in LA.
Damn.
I'm gonna get there on Friday though, so I'm gonna try to vlog that trip too. But this time I'm gonna try to take more footage. Like I'm gonna try to vlog more and a little more. When I was out there this last time, because she's going to school to be a massage therapist, so she actually gave me a massage, man. So that was pretty fun. We took video of it, but I didn't post it in the vlog. But I think this next time I am gonna add it to the vlog when I make a vlog for this next trip. And then other than that, can't wait to be out there. So
hey, you know what? I want to shout you out for that because there's mofos that live around the corner that ain't even trying to pull up to their girl's house or their Sancho's house or their Sneaky Link's house. But this fool is driving out there for his homegirl to celebrate her because he wants to. El que quiere puede.
Yeah, sí cierto.
So shout out you. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Shout out the brujo. No, but that's true though. That's true. Because being this being the Valentine's episode.
Yeah.
It's crazy because sometimes somebody will live in the same town as you and they won't make time for you. They ain't got time for you. They're too busy.
Yeah.
And then someone 1,000 miles away is willing to drive 6 hours.
Yep.
To go see you for one day. You know what I'm saying? Or
Message.
2 days. 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So
run that back.
Yeah.
How many hours?
6 hours.
Yes.
Or they're driving super fast on Friday night. 5.5 hours.
5.5 approximately.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm going through it, y'all. Okay.
Damn.
Oh man.
I'm kidding.
No, but that's hella true though. That really is true, because it's like same thing, and it also applies to our business, like we talked about it before, how people that live in our own town, again, they're like, oh, whatever, I'll see them whenever. And then people that live so far, they travel here to see us and to support us and to stuff like that.
It's because like when you live in Sacramento, it's so small. You kind of like just you see everything over here. Kind of no pun intended to the people out here in general. But so when you've been in your city your whole life, sometimes you just got to get out the area, and explore. And then it's like they say, like if you're from Sacramento, your soulmate ain't in Sacramento.
I've definitely heard that saying before.
Yeah, so
I've definitely
message.
But
man, we gotta put that on the shirt. If you're from Sacramento, your soulmate ain't from here.
Definitely gonna need this.
Do you want a shot?
Yeah.
Here, you can take it from mine.
Sipping on this Guatemala. It's crazy because you guys put me on the Guatemala, and then I've been on album mode right now lately. I've been saying I've been trying to get my booth back up, and I finally got it up. And so my project I'm about to drop is 10 songs so far. Okay. I've been recording a song almost every day. Like 2 of them were every. So I got 6 songs down so far. Thank you. So, you know, and then on one of my songs, it was the day.
Oh,
it was last weekend. It was when we were supposed to shoot the episode, and I got a bottle of Gran Malo.
Oh,
so I was like, you know, I'm gonna pull up with a bottle. But then you text me, oh, Erica's still sick. We ain't gonna do it. So I was like, all right, cool. You feel me? So I was in the studio recording, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shout out Gran Malo. So, you know, that's why when I seen the Gran Malo right now, reminded me of my song.
Oh, cool,
Man.
cool.
Shout out Eileen, put me on.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Eileen. She's the one that put us on. And she's actually from out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
SD.
Have y'all tried the other 2 flavors?
The horchata one I didn't like it, and I have not tried the Jamaica one.
Jamaica, yeah. My this little fool I know, he had a whole case of them, and he had the tamarindo ones and all that, and he was selling them. So I was like, it was the same day I got the one from here, and I was like, hey, how much, you know, for the Jamaica one? He's like $50. I'm like, bro, what the hell? And you go online, they're like 20 some.
Yeah.
But you gotta order. That's kind of was like, you know, if you needed it right there, you could have just pulled up. He was in the South. But I was like, hell no, I'd pay half of that price for, you know, the same type of basically you're just paying for the taste.
yeah.
The different, you know, like, you know, the variety.
I would have paid for it.
But I was like, you know what? Alcohol is alcohol. I'll just buy the cheaper one and I'll try the Jamaica later.
And I have heard that the Jamaica one tastes like a little bit like medicine, like Robitussin.
Okay.
But I still want to try it. It looks really dope, so I want to try it.
Yeah, I haven't tried the other 2 flavors. I've only tried this one because of our homegirl Eileen and because of Erica right here. But
Hey, but you know what's crazy though? Like Gran Malo, I didn't hear it until from like y'all brought it around, and then out of nowhere I started seeing everybody posting it.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to say right now before I started coughing. that ever since we started posting it on here on the podcast, all of a sudden I seen a bunch of people posting it also.
At least here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
But y'all was really the first, like y'all put me onto it, so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what's this? You know, and then even, you know, like I said, the little homie he was selling them.
Yeah.
They're basically around my kids' family.
Yeah.
So like all their cousins and everything, they was all hitting the little homie up for the bottle. So they was all posting in their story. It was like at least 4 of their cousins where I see them posting the bottles, and I know they got it from the little homie.
Yeah.
But I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like I learned it. I just recently heard it from y'all.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to see it out here, like, you know,
Yeah,
making a
heck yeah.
tour.
So it's shot o'clock.
Oh,
Did you already took it?
Oh, shit.
You already took it?
I thought y'all took it already, so that's how I was just
I had
like.
to share my shot with
Yeah.
you.
I had to share my stories about already. What the go?
We don't drink all the time, by the way, because
Yeah.
people be like, there. Like when we used to do Sac Reacts, we used to drink all the time, and people would be like, bruh, y'all some alcoholics. Like, no, we in the podcast, you sit down, this conversation. The drink makes you loosen up a little bit and, you know, get more creative.
Yeah.
And-
Plus, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, plus while we're talking, our throats getting dry, so you know, you gotta stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated.
And there's worse things you can be, you know?
Yeah.
We're an alcoholic. It's okay.
Yeah.
No pasa
true.
nada.
True. But also, I was gonna say, so another crazy thing that, well, not a crazy thing, but another thing that happened last week, I think was the Super Bowl.
I'm all excited.
I know they're waiting for this. They're waiting for this. I'm over here just holding in tears right now.
That's why you got the glasses on.
Yeah, I'm over here swinging. I was swinging in the air that day. I was punching the air that day.
He was crying in the car.
That's why we didn't shoot an episode that day.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as I heard "Say Drake," I was like, "Say what? Say what?"
He over here messaging Drake, "Hey, you good, fool?"
Yeah, I know,
I feel you.
man.
It's okay.
I told Drake, "Hey, just let me know when, bro. I'll pull up." Like, just let me know.
No, look, I loved the performance. There was a lot of back and forth on this is the worst, this is the best. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
did
it
you
was
guys
cool.
think?
Yeah, so that was my question. So did you guys like watch the Super Bowl or the performance or anything?
Just the performance.
No, I watched the game because, you know, I do like football also, and I enjoy the game.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like one of my best friends, you know, my homie Javis, his team was playing, you know, it was the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So it was like a little interesting, and then it was like a lot of like
Celebrities?
not celebrities, but like this game was kind of like it was enjoyable because of like what was I about to say? It being the Eagles, And then the Chiefs, if they would have won, this would have been the three-peat, you know, 3 Super Bowls in a row. Nobody's really done that. I think like one team's done that back in the day. But that's why they didn't want the Chiefs to win. I'm like, hell no, they're going to sit there and make history and, you know, 3 Super Bowls in a row. Like, nah, they going to make my team look bad. Cowboys, nah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but I mainly was excited about the performance.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. You know, Bella, my kid, you know, she loves Kendrick. We're both Geminis, and Gemini's Kendrick too. So she's a big Kendrick fanatic. So when she called me, she's like, hey, I want to come over and watch the Super Bowl at your house because the Kendrick performance. I was like, yep, it's lit. Yeah. I really wasn't gonna do nothing. I was like, I was just gonna be, you know, probably on my phone looking at it like on the little bootleg apps.
Right.
But you know, like my friends, they was like, hey, you know, like let's just do it at your house. And I'm like, well, I ain't even got the TV. Like to put it, like the antenna and all that, and they was like, Tubi got it for free.
Yep.
So I was like, bruh, so I got to stream it live from Tubi right there in my living room. We got some food and we had fun. And then I had like when the Kendrick came up performing, I had the volume 100. Me and Bella and all the kids, we was going dumb. It was lit. I loved it.
No, my little one too. Both of my girls love Kendrick, and they are very invested in the Drake and Kendrick beef because in this generation, this is our Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
So we literally got it on time because I was gonna just like he said, I was gonna wait till after it's been posted on YouTube and whatnot or TikTok, but someone in the chat, shout out the chat, was like, Tubi got it for free. So I made an account literally to the point, to the dot of like when it was gonna start. And then you just see everything happening. You see Serena doing the crip walk, and you see SZA looking beautiful as hell, wearing the what is it? The Yeah. So when SZA came out, she had this crybaby jacket on from Born and Raised, and this is an LA brand. And I thought that was super, super dope.
That's tight.
Yeah. Born and Raised. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because a lot of our followers, a lot of our supporters, they wear that brand.
Yeah,
they wear that brand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never really listened to SZA. I never paid that much attention, but I didn't realize how fine she was. When I seen the performance, I was like, damn. I was like, okay, like I'm gonna start checking out SZA. Like, I know she used to like, Drake and all of them was on her, but I never really like paid attention. But when I seen her in the performance, I was just like, okay, she got a new fan, kind of. You feel me? Like, and her voice is like the way she was like singing, doing her performance, and the way she was moving. I was just like, I was mesmerized.
Loved it. I loved it. And Kendrick too. He did not play a lot of his older songs. He hit a couple of songs, but he was very into the GNX One album, and I thought that was pretty dope.
Me too. See, it's crazy because me, like, I'm a hip hop enthusiast, so it's like I've always studied hip hop. I know, like, I'm a big hip hop fanatic, and one of my best friends, Javis, he's just like me, and him always have debates about music. And then at the same time, it's like, when it comes to this Kendrick and Drake thing, he's a Scorpio too, and he's a big Drake fan. So
shout out Javis. Man.
So Javis was kind of saying like, nah, his performance was a 7 out of 10, and I'm sitting there arguing with him like, bro, we're sitting there going at it. But that's why I love debates like that with him, because we don't take it personal. Like, we sitting there, his girl was like, came out, she's like, you guys okay? Like, like, it seemed like we was getting into it about a fight, but we're so passionate about our music, and I love debating about it. So it was like, he knows what he's talking about. So him sitting there talking about it was a 7 out of 10, I was like, how, bro? And I started questioning, how, Sway? How? And we sat there and rewatched the performance like 5 times because I was trying to see exactly what made him say it was a 7 out of 10. Come down to it, he still ain't changed his mind, and I still ain't changed my mind. But it be like that. But not to knock anything from Drake. Like, a lot of people, like, I posted something about Drake. People was like, you hating? I'm like, bro, I listen to Drake. His new CD was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little too slow for me. The one, I don't know if y'all heard the Party Next Door and the Drake one that just dropped.
No.
They have some cool songs on there, and my favorite one's Give Me a Hug. Yeah. But, I'm a Drake fan. I surprisingly, I know more Drake songs than Kendrick. Yeah. But, it's just like, me, when it comes to music, is like I like Drake when he sings and talks about like his relationships and all that. Yeah. I don't like it when Drake acts like he's a thug and he tries to be like, oh, this is my ops, this and that. Like, if I don't believe you when you're rapping, I can't, it takes off some credibility for my aspects, so yeah, like when Drake sings and all that, run it. Like my favorite song from him is One Dance. So it's like, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I hear the city in my head. Nah.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, like, cause definitely Afiliado is definitely one to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like his whole podcast, Sac Reacts, shout out Sac Reacts, was, you know, giving credit where credit was due. Like, you know, like they sat there and, you know, they you guys like to dissect, you know, lyrics and songs and like a whole verse and, you know, everything. So you know what I'm saying? So you definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
yeah, so you know, so that's what he's saying about how, you know, he loved what Kendrick did, but he also likes what Drake does when it comes to Drake doing, you know, when he's in his own element, you know.
Yeah.
And that's true. You know, it's a lot of times it's like me, you know, I'm not a whole like, you know, hip hop head like that. But I must say, well, first of all, okay, so I'm gonna get to my experience right now with the whole Super Bowl. But yeah, overall, I think that was a pretty cool performance. It was pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. Before we go to your experience and POV, everybody's talking about his bell bottom jeans. Okay,
I was saving that.
You gotta keep in mind that he is performing the album of GNX, and I haven't heard any podcast say this. When did it come out? The year he was born. Yeah. What were men wearing when he was born?
Bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms.
So
you gotta keep in mind he is. You gotta keep in mind of why he wore that. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's putting a whole performance. Everyone wanted a freaking circus, and it's like you guys got what you guys got, and this is intellectual and it was beautiful. Anyways, yeah, those jeans were kind of funny, but it makes sense when you really look into it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So your turn.
I know. So so I was gonna watch mostly just for the performance, but then I was actually in here in the studio right here doing the unboxing video for the Fools Gone Wild, though. Yeah, so I was in here. Yeah, so I was in here trying to record that.
True.
So then by the time I was done with all that, I'm like walking in the house and then I hear her TV hella loud. Kendrick just blasted, Kendrick, you know, performing. And I was like, oh, I'm missing it. What the F? So
sorry.
That's your excuse now.
yeah. So then by the time I go in the house and like, you know, I'm looking at my phone because I don't have a TV in my room. So I'm like looking at my phone how to watch it and how to like, you know, I didn't know it was on Tubi or anything like that. So by the time I did all that, her TV got quiet. So that's when I knew it ended. That's when I knew I was too late. I was like, man, what the... So the next day I had to YouTube it.
Yeah.
I had to YouTube it.
The cool thing is that YouTube posted it right away.
Right.
Yes.
So after, once me and Javis started debating about it, I was like, hold on, let's watch it again. And we went on YouTube, it was already up. I said, perfect. Now, you know, we got something to look at and argue about.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but overall, you know, like I said, you know, I don't know, like, you know, music like that, you know, but I just gotta say, you know, again, you know, how I was saying about Afiliado, I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty bomb ass performance by Kendrick. That was pretty tight. So hey, shout out Kendrick.
Hey.
Shout out Kendrick.
Hey, you know what's ironic that you say you're not like such a, you know, music enthusiast in hip hop, but like when people ask me where I got my influences through music, it was from you, you know. So it's like, you know, even though you probably think you're not into it, but just, you know, what you listen to did influence me.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned about Snoop Dogg, Too Short. Like I was a kid, you know, my mom ain't slapping none of this shit, you feel me? So my influences when, you know, he was over here slapping all this, I'm like, okay, this is kind of tight. Yeah. And you know, like when you the younger brother, you know, you always look up to, you know, the sibling that's, you know, next up. And like that's how I learned a lot of music, and I fell in love with music from hearing, you know, everything he was slapping. Yeah. And then, you know, even like when 50 Cent was, you know, in his era, like he was slapping all of 50 Cent. I remember being like, okay, you know, like my brother knows what's up. But, you know, it's like, but I just took it deeper with the music. Like I started doing my own music. And then I think my passion for music is what makes me such a good musician myself, you know, because I really take this craft seriously, you know. But yeah, it's just ironic that, you know, that even though he's not into music and hip hop into all that, like it's a big part of the influence that got me into it. So, you know, that's crazy.
True. Yeah, I didn't bring no tissue. I didn't bring no tissue.
No, yeah.
Glasses do your thing.
That is.
It's gonna be all foggy.
That's facts.
No, but yeah, for sure, man. So shout out me, man. Shout out
Yeah,
me.
shout out me. For putting me on Snoop Dogg and E40, you know.
No, shout out Filialo for sure.
See, he put him on that, and I put him on like Good Charlotte and Avril Lavigne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, I only knew those bands and all the, like Avril Lavigne. I fucked with her back then, you know. Yeah.
She put me onto that too.
Yeah, you know, it's because me and her used to share rooms. So, like,
Fun fact. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, we used to like growing up. We was living in poverty. So before we got our own room, you know, we used to sleep in the living room. But then, you know, when we had our own room and everything, then I would just listen to everything she would be slapping, and I'd be like, okay, cool. And, you know, back then we would have to share CD players too.
Oh, yeah.
And we, you know, that's when I was really into the Walkmans and all that. So when she'd be slapping her music, and I'd be in my own little world right there in the room. But
my glasses aren't real. My glasses can't do their thing.
They don't have the dark. They don't have the dark. No,
we gotta post that video of us acting like each other. It's on your YouTube.
Oh, it's funny because I was just watching it yesterday.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, it's where I'm. She's acting like she's me, and I'm acting like I'm her when she was rapping, and then it's like she's interviewing me, but I'm acting like her, and it was goofy, but you know, it was like that was kind of improvisation, you know, like I was just freestyling, and I was watching it yesterday, and I was like hella weak, like damn, okay, like. And then my homegirl, she was just like, oh, like, did you write that down? Like, how did you? I'm like, I was just freestyling. You know, so, you know, if I wanted to be a comedian, I could. No.
Yeah.
Talking about comedians.
Damn.
Yeah, no, real quick, I was going to say, that's hella true because we all be coming with the jokes.
Yeah.
We all come with the jokes. But yeah, go ahead. So what do you think about comedy?
Talking about comedians, we also want to pay our respects to Ken Flores.
Yes.
Huge fan. He was a up and coming comedian. I felt like he had already made it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. Definitely. Shout out Ken Flores. You know, this concept pass. He was definitely coming up. You know, he was definitely putting on for Latinos. You know, not to keep him or not to keep us into like just a little category, but it's like as Latinos, you know, seeing a comedian coming up, and he was so young that we're like, oh, okay, I'm proud of this guy. You know, like you know, you start to look at, okay, when is he coming to my area? When is he going to be in town? Which he was actually going to be in our area, and somebody here that's always partying.
No,
so Ken Flores was supposed to be here in Sacramento at Punchline March 7th and March 8th, and I had purchased the tickets, and I had posted it on my story, and I shouted him out that I was going to see him in March, and unfortunately, I believe it was January 28th or 27th when he ended up passing away. But one of the main reasons why I ended up watching him and being such a fan was because he always got confused as being Asian. He had the chinky eyes, and he was funny. You know, if you know, and that was me. Like, it was relatable. It was funny, hilarious. Like, every time I would sit down in my vanity to get ready for the day, you can ask my girls. My girls can vouch for me. Si no era Renee Vaca, si no era Ralph Barbosa, it was Ken Flores.
Yeah.
It was podcasting. It was stand up. It was him, and I was such a fan that I was like, I knew of him because of Renee Vaca. He went very viral on TikTok, and that's how I saw his little snippets of like his comedy, and he was hilarious. He was super funny, and it was one of those where it's like you have to be Latino, you have to be Hispanic to understand what he's making fun of, and it's relatable. So yeah, it's very unfortunate that he ended up passing away in his home, and he had a whole bunch of health issues. He had a whole bunch of a lot going on, but I was a huge fan, and may he rest in peace.
Yes.
So shout out him, shout out to his family, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely sending out prayers to the family and to his spouse, his girlfriend. And you know, I actually wanted to talk about something about that. Again, a few episodes ago, we were talking about how life is short. You know, and I think he was only 27 when he passed away. 27, 28?
28.
28. Yeah, he was 28 when he passed away. As far as we know, you know, and look, you know, gone. You know, as soon as he started making it, boom, gone. You know, he's gone. He's taken from us, right? And also, I saw a few interviews of him, and they talked about how he had his girl's name tatted on his, I think on his neck or somewhere on
his hand, yeah.
on his hand, and she had his initials or something like that. So I just want to say, so when I watched that interview, other people will be like, oh, well, that's dumb, getting somebody's name right. But it's like when he explains the whole story, he said he barely met her, and then like immediately, boom, they both went and got tatted. And it's like right now, wherever he's at right now, if somebody was to ask him, hey, are you glad that you went that day to get her name tatted on you because now you're not there with her? Guarantee you he's gonna say yes.
Yeah.
So not to bring it to a sad note, but it's like that goes back to what we were talking about, about how life is short, and it's like his story right there, again, when I watched that episode on that, I forgot what podcast he was on when he said it. I think he actually said it on a few podcasts, but there's one where he really explained like the whole breakdown of how, I just met her, we didn't even smash her or nothing, boom, I got her name. And the guy interviewing him is like, well, you guys didn't even smash, as guys, so he's like, hey, you didn't even smash it, you already got her name. He's like, yeah, it's just because, we just knew it. So again, it's like, wherever he's at, or even on his last day, even while he's, there in his last few minutes, if somebody was to ask him, be like, hey, cause he was still with that person when he passed away, And so it's like, if somebody was to walk up to him, be like, and it's those last moments, and be like, hey, are you glad that you got her name tatted when you had the chance, when you were still healthy? And the way that things work out, I guarantee he'd be like, yo, I'm glad. Boom, I'm leaving happy,
Yeah.
And his girl, his wife, his girlfriend, I'm not really sure with their relationship, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Much love to you also, and I guarantee you, if somebody was to walk up to her right now and ask her, hey, are you glad that you got his initial tatted when you did? And are you glad that you got that? And are you glad you experienced that with him? I guarantee she'll say yes.
No, yeah. I agree. And he was it was crazy because seeing a lot of his interviews and podcasts that he was in, there was a lot of foreshadowing. Like there was a lot of interviews coming up after where he's like, making jokes or like poking fun at his health issues because obviously he's a comedian, like dark humor always, wins the race. But there was a lot where you're like, dang, like did he know, like tenía un presentimiento that it was gonna happen? And you can't help but to be like, he knew this was gonna be cut short, and I felt like he just lived his life to the fullest, which made him want to get that tat right then and there, which made him want to, do what the hell he was doing, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool that we got to meet, or not meet him, because I mean, if you are a podcaster, if you see a podcast, you almost feel like these people.
Yeah.
Because you know so much about them that when you see them in person or you see them doing their thing on stage, you're like, I know him. Like we're like homies, or whatever. But at least for me, and he was one of them where I'm like, I can hella relate to him.
Yeah,
I can hella see myself like being friends with him, and it really sucks. It really sucks that I was really looking forward to seeing him in March, and he's not here. And going back to my Ticketmaster and being that it's like it's canceled. It's like. Dude, like really, like but it is what it is, and I'm sure you guys have seen that Renee Vodka, Ralph Barbosa, we're gonna have like a tour with them together. They had previously did a show at the Laugh Factory. I believe it was a Laugh Factory or it was an Improv in LA, and those last pictures that they have with him look so iconic that you're like, this was destiny. This was gonna happen, and thankfully we have this experience and these pictures to look back on and be like, dude, he was so happy. Yeah. And in like the interviews that he did, he passed away doing what he loved to do, and that was comedy. And he was from Chicago. He was from Aurora, and they did like a little parade for him. They had set it up on not too long ago, and then they're gonna have a memorial comedy show in LA. On the 25th of this month, I'm trying to go so bad, but I don't think I'm going to make it. It's on a Tuesday, and it's going to be Duno, Renee Vaca, Ralph Barbosa, Alfredo Robles, Concrete. So if you guys are going to go to that show, I'm so jealous of you guys. But it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be funny, and it's going to be a turn up for sure.
Yeah, so and also shout out Chicago, shout out Chi-Town, shout out Aurora. We know we got followers out there, viewers out there that watch us, that always support.
So,
But-
and one thing too, going back to one of our episodes about reaching out and breaking the no contact, whether it's a significant other or a parent or a sister or whatever. He had a while that he didn't talk to his dad. So 1 week before he passed away, he did a podcast with another comedian, and it was him fishing, and he said, you know, what's your relationship with your dad? He said, I haven't talked to him. So I'm sure he didn't have that last conversation with his father, and I'm sure that is one of the things that, you know, maybe his father's feeling right now. So go back and watch our podcast and see what we're talking about breaking a contact, and reach out. Always reach out. And, you know, with that being said, freaking shout out to Ken Flores and his family.
Shout out Ken Flores.
And the comedy
I'm
people.
out of beer. I need another beer. No, you're
Here you
good.
go.
Nah, yeah, he's hella funny. It's crazy because literally a week before he passed away, I would always see random clips of him, like, you know, his stand-ups, and he genuinely was hella funny.
Yeah.
But the last clip I seen him in right before he passed away, it was a funny ass clip where this fool fell while he was trying to get on stage, and then he gets up and he just laughs it off and he starts making fun of himself. Like, that's a true natural comedian. He was saying some funny ass shit after it, so it was just like, I remember seeing that and being like, bro, he's a good ass comedian. Like, that little post made me laugh hella, and then I hear a week later that he had died, and I was like, damn, what the fuck? I was just like, you know, I remember just hella thinking about him because that clip, like, go check it out, that little scene where he falls while he's going on stage, and it don't even look like he, like, fell on purpose. Like, it was just genuinely fell, and then he got up and he started busting jokes about his fall. He was talking about, like, I forgot what he said, bro, but it was hella funny. I need to check it out. But yeah, he genuinely was funny, man. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
he was saying there's nothing I can say up here that's gonna make you laugh more than
Oh, you know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
One of the clips that I thought was super funny, and because he set himself up for failure, is he's one of those people that if you hear other people gag, it'll make you throw up. So he was like on stage and he was like, I was diagnosed with this and this and this. So the doctor told me that once I hear someone go, ugh, like he'll gag. He's at a comedy show. So what did the audience do? At 11, he was like, stop. And that was one of the funny ones. And I remember trying my
If you
kids.
think about it, that's actually a genius, like, strategically put together joke. Like, if you think about it, like, hey, you know, that's gonna be funny. Like, that's hella funny.
Yeah, but that's one of the ones that stood out to me. But it's random, but it's funny.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ken Flores,
his family, his significant other.
Yes.
Descansen paz.
Everybody around him. Descansen paz. He was definitely a good guy, man. Like, you could tell, like I said, a lot of times, like, again, having a podcast, we know once we get in the front of the microphone and in front of that camera, we say things, to entertain people, But it's like, a lot of times you could see that the person is actually pretty genuine.
Yeah.
Like Ken Flores, he got on stage and told jokes and, to make people laugh. But you could see through that and see that he's actually a good person. He's actually a genuine person, man. So, we definitely lost a good one, man. Definitely lost a good one.
For sure.
Way too soon, he was way too young. Speaking of comedy shows too, to bring it back to a brighter note. So as some of you know, somebody here out of us three right here, somebody's always at a party or at a comedy show or at a concert or at a baile or at a some, right? So I'm pretty sure that's Erica right here. But so the other day I'm over here scrolling on my IG stories, and then I see you post you and Jaime.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the F? I didn't even know they were gonna be in town.
Yeah, so luckily I was able to see Ralph Barbosa again, because I have seen him at Thunder Valley Casino. But I seen him at the Punchline Sacramento, the same place I was supposed to see Ken Flores.
Shout out Ralph
yes.
Barbosa. Shout out Jaime.
So he is best friends with this other comedian named Jaime. And as maybe you guys are fans too, he is a part of the Fat Fish podcast and also Tiger Belly. It's podcast, right?
Yeah. With Bobby Lee.
Yes.
Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I got to see him. He was a host of that night, and I got to have a little video of him. Hopefully we can insert it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I, like I said earlier, I've seen him in the podcast, I've seen him in interviews, and I felt like I knew these people. So it was pretty dope. I saw him, Julio, and Ralph Barbosa.
Wait, you got to see Bobby Lee?
No. Jaime.
Bobby Lee's like a legend. Like,
Yes, he
growing
is.
up watching Mad TV, like I would be so starstruck if he walked in here. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hello, hot dog."
Yeah, dude. He's a legend, man. I was
Super legend.
It's because we grew up in the era of Mad TV. We didn't have cable, so we wouldn't watch SNL. So you know, when you're in circumstances like us, you know, Mad TV was there holding it down at nighttime, making you laugh.
And one of those fans also that watched Mad TV was Jaime.
yeah.
And it's funny because they call him Jamie.
Yeah, they call him
in the podcast, but he was also a huge fan of Bobby Lee. Yeah. And one of the times Bobby Lee had interviewed Ralph Barbosa, and since Jaime is Ralph Barbosa's best friend, he brought him along knowing that he was a huge fan. And through meeting him and all of that, he ended up becoming a co-host for Bobby Lee's podcast.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dope.
But
Yeah, see, so Bobby Lee putting him on like that made me have so much respect for Bobby Lee, man.
Yes.
So shout out Bobby Lee, man. If you ever want to bring me on your podcast, let me know, bro. I'll be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously, that's like when he put him on, if you read the comments on Fatfish, on Tiger Belly, about which is Bobby Lee's podcast, every comment is about Jaime. They're like, hey, ever since you had Jaime. So like, I'll be honest with you guys right now. I didn't really watch Tiger Belly like that. As soon as I saw that he put Jaime on there, I became a fan.
Yeah.
Then I became a fan of Bobby Lee. Again, you know, because I remember him from Mad TV. So the other day I was watching the movie. Like, just to give you guys an example, the other day I'm watching the movie. It's called Breaking It Old School, I think. It's like a breakdance song.
Kicking It Old School.
Yeah, Kicking It Old School.
With,
And
what's his name? Jamie
Kennedy. Yup. So the guy from Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
So it's with him. So I'm watching. I'm just like drinking and watching like, and then as soon as next thing you know, they show Bobby Lee, but this also was like young Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, that's Bobby Lee. Hey, what? But it's all because of how he put Jaime on. Like him putting Jaime on made me have so much respect for him. But yeah, man, I definitely have a lot of respect for, you know, Bobby Lee, the way that he put Jaime on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so it's crazy, right? So like I said, I'm just scrolling on my stories, and then I see Hurt pop up with Jaime, and I'm like, what the heck? I didn't even know they were gonna be in town. So then that was like Saturday night, right? For Saturday, what was it? Saturday night. So Saturday night, right? So then like Monday morning, I'm like just on YouTube listening to my favorite podcast. So all my favorite podcasts, because I have a lot of favorites. So then they uploaded a new podcast.
They did.
And they actually filmed it here in Sacramento. They actually filmed it from like their room here in Sacramento. What? So they're like, hey, Rob Boza and Jaime were like, hey, we're right here filming in Sacramento. So then all they talked about was about Jaime and some girl from Sacramento. And I was like, what the? I was like, dude. I was like, they're probably talking about my sister right now. What the fuck? I was like, they're probably talking about Erica right now. So they know. I'm like, just listen, because I had I couldn't watch it, but I was listening to it on my AirPod. And all I hear is, oh yeah, I was supposed to meet up with this girl from Sacramento. And I was like, dude, what? But so I was gonna text her, but it was still hell early. I figured she probably still knocked out. But like the whole half of the first half of the episode, all they're talking about is some girl from Sacramento. So I was like, what the F, dude? That sounded crazy. But
that was pretty cool. I'm sure they weren't talking about me, but if they were, shout out Jaime.
I'm sure they were. They probably were.
It was really fun. It was pretty dope because I'm sorry, it was on a Sunday when I went to go see them.
Oh, okay.
It was their last day in Sacramento. And they had mentioned at the show that they went to Bar West.
What?
They went to go kick it in Old Sacramento, and I'm
That's
like,
tight.
dang it, I should have went. I should have, when they dropped the podcast, they were still in Sac. Oh no, yeah, they were still in Sac. So I'm like, what hotel is that?
Yeah.
To pull up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like a weirdo.
Go to the front desk. What room was Ralph
I know
Barbosa in?
him. Yeah. No, but yeah, it was a really good show, and I can't wait for them to be back. Jaime did his whole bit. Julio, they also interviewed him in the Fatfish podcast, and he was hilarious. He's from New York and super funny. So can't wait for them to come back. Every time they come to Sac or to the nearby areas, I'm gonna show up for sure. Yeah,
man. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But it was hella cool that they filmed their episode here in Sac, here in town. Because you know what's funny? When I was in LA last weekend, I was actually gonna film while I was out there too with my friend. my special friend out there. So we actually did a film actually. So I already kind of told you a little bit about it, but so basically I set up the camera, and then we were like sitting on the bed talking, right? Just talking, right? That was it. Just like just talking, right? So then we're like the conversation was so good that I told her later. I was like, dude, you know what? The video that we took of us talking, the talking part, that was actually pretty cool. That was actually pretty cool. Like if but the volume was so low though, so I couldn't even put it in the vlog.
Yeah.
But I told her, I was like, dude, next time I'm bringing the microphones so we could clip on like on our shirt or bra or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we could like, you know what I'm saying, record the combo because the combo was so good.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about like movies that we've seen and movies that like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. But yeah, so the reason I bring that up is because how they were recording here in Sacramento while they're traveling working.
Right.
I was recording in LA while I was traveling working and working. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta make the best of trying to get any type of work.
Yeah.
Any type of content.
Yeah, man. It's all about content. It's all about staying consistent. It's all about work, man.
And it's about you guys watching and tuning in.
Yes, exactly.
And listening to us.
Exactly, because you guys are the reason we even want to bring the camera out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even if it's 1 viewer, 2 viewers, we're doing it for y'all.
Yes, yes. We appreciate you guys for sure. Mm-hmm. But real quick, going back to Kendrick and the Super Bowl, and going back to, like I said, my LA trip. Mm-hmm. So my friend out there, shout out Dulce.
Shout out Candy.
while we're recording our conversation, you know what she told me? She told me that she actually went to the same high school as Kendrick. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's tight.
I think it was like Centennial or something, but which is located in LA. But she told me that, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, "You wait till Drake hears about this."
He's like, I thought you were the one.
Yes. I'm like, oh man, okay, so give me those flowers back.
You know what?
I'm going back to Sac.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? You're gonna spend your birthday alone. I'm not gonna come back out here. No, but yeah. So she actually went to the same high school as Drake. I mean, not Drake, but
say Drake.
No, so she actually went to the same high school as Kendrick, but Kendrick's older, so she's not sure like what year he went there, but he went there before she went there. Mm-hmm. She's younger than him, so but yeah, when she told me that, I was kind of shocked. And then another fun fact too, that also has to do like with the West Coast and hip hop scene. This is just a side note. She was telling me how she was actually born in the same hospital that Eazy-E passed away at.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know, I was actually a fan of Eazy-E, but when she told me that she went to the same high school as Kendrick, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I gotta go.
I'm about to make it hella dark right now. I was born at the hospital that my sister passed away.
Yeah, true.
But anyway,
both of them were.
Both of us were home.
Both of them were. Yeah.
When you said this, but you about to get dark, I thought you was going to dim the lights and shit. I was like, okay, we're gonna. Nah.
Anyway,
fun
shout
fact,
out my sister.
Fun fact: I was born right down the street in the Kaiser Permanente, real South Side baby.
Were you?
Yeah.
I was born at UC Davis.
What, for real?
Yeah.
Because you ain't from the South. Nah, but you feel me? Yeah. I've literally like I've been cool. South Sac all my life.
Yeah.
So you guys were born in hospitals?
Oh my god!
Fun fact.
Damn,
that's a clip.
That's funny. You guys were born in the hospitals. For people that don't know, he wasn't born. Well, I mean that's his business, but he wasn't born in the hospital.
I was born in a little in a little hut at the edge of Zamora in Michoacan. Damn. There was like no light. There was definitely no doctor present.
Damn.
It was just some abuelita telling my mom to push. That was it.
Damn.
You gotta cut that out.
Oh, we over here.
I almost snorted.
It was just some old lady telling my mom to push.
Damn.
And then, fun fact, my mom actually wanted to die because of the pain. Yeah. And the lady was like, oh, pues nomás mientras empuje el niño, ya usted se puede ir.
What the fuck?
Yeah. My mom told me that.
Damn, this turned hella dark.
Damn.
Yeah. But anyway, so
don't have kids.
So shout out hospitals, because y'all definitely make it easy for people.
Damn, that was hella funny. That was wild.
Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, I was actually born in Mexico. Oh, see, damn, I spilled the gun, mano. Let me down it before I keep spilling it.
The way he said it so smooth too. You guys born in hospitals? All right.
What movie is that? Where the dude's like, y'all got paid?
We're the Millers.
Yes.
Yeah. That was,
Oh, you keep pouring me no. I spilled half of it. I spilled half of it because I was laughing. No, but hey, that's what I told Deuce too. I was like, when she was like, I was born in the same hospital as Easy was born. I was like, you were born in a hospital?
That's the end of it.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I'm going to try not to laugh while I down this. Cheers.
Cheers. I did hella snort. If he chooses to keep it in, don't judge me.
If I keep it in, it's only because it was funny.
keep it in.
We try to keep the funny part in.
That's what she said.
Nah, but yeah, man.
Come on, Greg.
Come on. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Man. But yeah. Then I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah,
We were talking about where you were born in the shack in the, in the corner.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. So, okay, so next topic. Okay, so getting back to the whole Valentine's Day thing, right? That's why I wore the hoodie with the pink logo and the pink.
And I wear a pink shirt.
Yup.
See, when you said you were wearing your pink vest, I was like, okay, so this isn't gonna be a Valentine's Day, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
So when y'all seen all the pink, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's still good. No, it's still good.
I mean, I came dressed for the occasion in all black. You know, that's how my Valentine's Day went. It was not in the depressing way, but it was just, you know, it was the mood I was in. I was in work mode.
Yeah,
I was in the room in the dark in this Henny bottle,
Yeah.
working on music.
Yeah, because actually, guys, it's actually been hella cold here where we live, and today was hella cold. So I texted him. I was like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna wear the vest. I'm probably just gonna wear a hoodie. But the thing is, once we start recording and we're drinking and we got these bright hot lights right here, then you know we start sweating.
Getting sweaty.
Yeah. And I don't even know where my toalla is, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Sir. But yeah, so
Here's my sleeve.
yeah, so that's why we ended up just dressing a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
But we still try to incorporate a little bit of pink, like especially with the stuff on here.
Even though we're late, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Again,
Better
you know.
late than never.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do for Valentine's? Oh, you just said it.
Yeah, pretty much. Just I got me a Henny bottle because I dropped a song on Valentine's also. It was it's a song called Cold Winter Hot Blacks. And this is my first song from 2025. So I felt like I was like, you know what? I haven't drunk in a while. Let me sip a little something. And I'm in album mode. So I was like, you know what? Why go out and like, you know, like, if anything, I was going to try to take out my daughter to go eat. But then I tried calling some places and they was like, yeah, you know, we can't take reservations.
Yeah.
It's first come, first serve. And they were all going to be so packed. So I was like, you know what, kid? Like, we can wait. And she wasn't tripping, you know. So I was like, all right, cool. I get to save some money and I get to stay at home and do something productive. And that's what I did. I got the Henny bottle, went in the studio, put a beat on. I wrote 2 songs. I recorded one and mixed one. So that was my Valentine's. How was y'all's?
I actually had to work that day, but I did do a short shift, and I actually got invited to a Valentines. So I went to, me and the girls got invited. Shout out Jenny, Andrea, and Sandy. We ate some tacos, had some cake, and had it. Why the fuck are you laughing? We had a great time. I had a good time.
I thought of an old joke that my mom told me a long time ago. It just popped up in my head.
But yeah, so that was mine. I had a Valentine's for Valentine's. And it was pretty cool.
Tight. Me, I was just busy with hella orders, like hella velas, because Valentine's Day is a pretty busy day for me. But yeah, same thing. You know, a lot of times these restaurants, they be hella packed on Valentine's Day. So I was actually debating if I was gonna go to LA this weekend, Valentine's weekend, or next weekend for Dulce's birthday. So I was like, you know, for my friend's birthday, you know.
Keep it.
She said, "You gonna keep my snort in there? We gonna keep that now."
I know. No, so I was thinking, I was like, okay, so I go for Dulce's birthday or should I go for Valentine's Day? So for me, I figure her birthday is more important and more special. So when I asked her, she was like, oh yeah, I'd rather you come out here for my birthday. Yeah. So that's why, you know, luckily I didn't go this weekend because I know this weekend everything would have been booked.
Yep.
Everything would have been packed. There were too many people. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to just, you know, get these orders out because these orders are going to fund my trip, you know, next weekend, you know.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it. I just like worked and then At the end of the night, when I was super tired, I downed a couple cold ones, couple Modelos, and then went to sleep.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we had very great Valentines.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
saved
yeah,
money
We had a great time.
and did productive things.
Yeah, very productive, very demure.
Very, very cutesy, very demure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, okay, so staying to the, I know we keep talking about other stuff that has nothing to do with Valentine's, but staying to the Valentine's Day theme. This is actually kind of a good topic because my business kind of revolves around this. But so I wanted to get your guys' opinions and stuff about it, right? So what advice would you guys have for people that are trying to meet new people this year, like 2025? Because, you know, we're barely in February. So people that are trying to meet new people in the year, throughout the year.
Go outside.
Yes, that's what I recommend.
Yep. Go outside. Go to be available.
Yes.
Don't, Prince Charming is not going to show up to your house while you're watching Netflix and reading a book. Yep. Go outside. Yep. Dress up.
You gotta get out your comfort zone. Like I've always heard that, like, if you're comfortable, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna go nowhere.
Oh yeah, that was me last episode.
Hey, he gives a lot of good advice on there, and it sticks to me. And then I've been forgetting it where I hear it from, but I probably did hear it from him. But yeah, you gotta get out your comfortability. So if you feel like, oh man, like if someone invites you, hey, come over here kicking, you'd be like. Back then I would be like, nah, man, there's gonna be hella people there. I don't know. But then nowadays it's like recently, like people will be like, hey, come over here. There's gonna be people there. I don't know. Who cares? You never know. And then like surprisingly this year and like the past couple of months, like before the year ended, I met a lot of people just going out, getting out of my comfort zone and, going out and meeting people. And then like, I met this one girl that I was like, this old girl I asked to be my Valentine's, and like I would have never met her if I wasn't, like out and about and getting out of my comfort zone. So, that ain't really, it's that's a whatever. It's just me liking somebody, but I would have never met and liked the old girl if I didn't get out of my comfort zone.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much just do it. Like she be, my sister be saying, just go for it. If you feel like, oh man, there's going to be hella people there, just talk. Like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Like, like, it's all we're gonna adapt to human nature and regardless. Yep. So just do your thugtism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's always good to network. Even if it doesn't lead to a relationship. That person might introduce you to the relationship, to the love of your life. You know what I mean?
And you know what? My brother's a witness of me stepping out of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. Most of these friendships that I have, shout out the group chat, is because I stepped out of my comfort zone. I did something different. I was outside, out and about, and I met one of the, a bunch of genuine people, and they didn't become a relationship, but they became family. Yep. So it's like, even if you don't find a significant other, you're going to find your people. So just go outside, get cute, go outside, dress up like you're going to meet the love of your life. Yes. Don't go outside with pajamas and your hair messy. Go outside as if you're going to run into your husband or your wife.
Yes, and real quick, I just want to say the reason we make fun of her about going out is because she used to never really go out.
Never.
So as an inside joke between us three, we know that she never really go out. So when we're on here, again, it's entertainment. Yes. Just we post for entertainment purposes to make you guys laugh. So then, we make it sound like she's just out all the time, because we knew that, for a long time, she wasn't really outside,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely go out, yeah.
Yeah, for 15 years, I didn't go out. So if you see me out, let me, applaud me and be like, you go, girl. Reach for the stars.
Outside.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Because, like what I was just saying is like the every time I go to LA, I'm with her, which is my sister and my nieces.
Yeah.
That's my people who I roll out there with, So it's like, if she wasn't willing to travel, I would be driving out there by myself. Just this last weekend, I went out there by myself, but I went out there for different purposes. But you know what I mean? But it's like, if she was the type of person that is like, oh no, that's 6 hours. I ain't trying to go that far. Oh, I ain't trying to do it. Then I would have been like, damn, okay, like I would have been stuck, But it's like I'm like, hey, both of us like, hey, you down to go down there this weekend for sure? Let's go, boom. And my nieces too.
And fun fact, I used to never drive on the freeway. And so every time we go to LA, to Santa Cruz, to the Bay, to wherever we go, I'm always like, please let me drive. Please let me drive because this is new to me. Yeah. And I want to be able to be like, okay, if Danny can't come this time, I'm going to go by myself with my kids or whatever. But I used to never drive on the freeway. I used to never go out. So all of this is new to me and I freaking love it.
Yeah.
So shout out me.
Shout out Erica. Shout out Erica. Cheers to that. But yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you guys, man. If you want to meet new people in 2025, what I would recommend also, get out there. Get out there. Like me, when I ain't trying to meet nobody, right? But like I say, like if I was, I would just get out there and let bitches see how tall I am. I'd just be like, hey, I ain't even gotta say that. I'd be, hey, 6'4", 6'4". 6'4".
What you get is what you see.
They'll be like, what do you bring to the table? I'm like, 6'4", 6'4".
What do you bring to the table?
Yeah, exactly.
Usually like a soda and a bowl of leftovers or something. That's what I bring to the table.
What do I bring to the table?
Hey, I'm not my bad. I'm not 6 foot, but 5'11". Luckily it's not considered short. Yeah. So I'm still up there in the heights. I heard that once you're 5'10" and lower, they're considered short. So I'm blessed that I'm 5'11" at least. So it's like, I'm right there. Like a lot of girls I talk to, they look up to me still. So I'm blessed for that.
Yeah, no, guys, seriously, guys, it's all just jokes. But no, seriously though, if you were to see Afiliado in person, he looks a lot taller than 5'11" for sure.
And you know what's crazy? They're super tall, and I'm only 5'2". Yeah. Like, so, whoever is tall that is a female, shout out to you guys because you guys are awesome. But I'm happy with my height.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like legit, just get out there.
Just go outside.
Like people are gonna see you, whether you're at the line at Starbucks or at the line at a comedy show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You might walk into the comedy show and they might be like, "Oh, what's the name on the list?" And then you might be like Erica and so and so, and then they might be like, "Oh, we're gonna sit both of y'all in the front row." Right there, right?
So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Again, guys.
Yes.
Again, guys, when we say certain things about Erica right here is because we know that she used to never be outside. So we gotta you know what I'm saying? Yes. As the two brothers right here, we gotta give her some heat, you know what I'm saying?
She's always been a shy person. So like even surprisingly doing the podcast, like at first I was like, damn, Erica doesn't seem like someone that's gonna be there all talkative. Like she's a very shy person. So now seeing her over here actually like talking in conversations like a natural, that's just like, okay, she's getting out of her comfort zone, and then like, believe me, we've seen Erica in her like quick little story. When we were all younger, we used to all go to Discovery Park all the time for 102.5. They used to do the Cinco de Mayo fucking the shows. Yeah. So growing up, we were all MC Magic fans, MB Riders and all that. So her ass, she sit there and would you email him?
Yeah.
She emailed the MC Magic saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be at the concert, this and that." So we're at the show, and it's lit. The whole crowd is packed. Everybody's going dumb. Yeah. And then he was like, MC Magic was like, "Yeah, we want to invite a fan up here." He said, "Erika Martinez." I was like, what the fuck? I was in a whole different side of the crowd, and I'm telling everybody, "That's my sister." Yeah. Then I see a whole bunch of other bitches walking up. I'm like, "That ain't my sister. Get these bitches out of there." Small story short, she got on stage and she was so shy up there. Like the whole time they're sitting there singing and rapping to her, and she's like this on stage, bro. And then like seeing that, how she's grown out of like not being shy like that no more. I was like, that's what's up, to see you, you feel me? But she's a great example of getting out your shell and your comfortabilities and proceeding. But like if you would have seen her that day, I was mad. I was like, bro, you up there on stage with these fools? I was like, at least tell them who I am, because I was already doing music back then. So
that's true. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was saying, but that is true. That really did happen. And I do have the picture of when she was up there on stage.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to look for it. But it's an actual picture, so it's not like on. So, but I'm gonna try to like take a picture of a picture and like insert it. But man, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so when we, as an inside joke, we make fun of her as an inside joke.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We, like definitely get out there, guys.
Yeah.
Because again, sorry, the modelo.
Burp number 50.
Yeah, because again, you know, like I have a lot of clients that are like, hey, you know, I want to meet somebody new. You know, I want to buy these candles. So it's like they want to spend all this money on these love candles to meet somebody new, but it's like they're not willing to like step out.
Yeah.
You know,
Do the work.
yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, like you're just like you need to like get out there. You know, even if it's like, you know, just a library or a bookstore, even a bookstore like Barnes and Nobles. You
Absolutely.
know, now that books are back in style. You know what I'm saying? You know, books are trending again. Get out there, man. Go to the bookstore. Except Dulce, I don't want to see you at the bookstore.
Hey, shout out the book club. It's called
Yeah.
Fools That Read.
Yeah. Except for Dulce, you go to the bookstore, I'm going with you. But other than that, get out there. Ladies, get out there to the bookstore.
Get out there.
Because that's a good way to meet a fool. And then fools, go out to the bookstore, man. I know what I'm telling you.
What do you guys think about dating apps?
That's a good one. So, yeah. So, Aviliado, yours.
Surprisingly, a lot of people have like, because I've been single for a while now, by choice though. But a lot of people will be like, bro, like I've heard people tell me like, hey, you know, you should try out a dating app.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not in a position to where I have to do that yet. Like, you know, the day I feel like I can't get no girl or nothing, then maybe I try it. But I know I'm still, you know, like I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn, but you know, I don't have an issue if I really wanted to sit there and, you know, get at somebody and all that. Like, pero, you know, like, hey, I don't knock it though. You know, like some people can't get out that shell, and I feel like that's a aid to help people. Like, you know, like if you really think about it, you know, like a lot of them, you know, they really do help out people. You know, from what I see, you know, and then hey, to each his own. You know, me personally, I don't feel like it's more of a pride thing too, but like pride internally, like. I'm like, hell no, I don't need no dating app. Yeah. You know, but like I said, I don't knock anybody that uses them. Hey, you know, everybody has their own way to approach, you know, certain circumstances. But, you know, I have heard that, you know, they're beneficial. They're, and, you know, it's because think about it. You're looking like it's straight to the point.
Yeah.
Anybody that's on that app that you interact with, you know, they're on the same hype as you. They're just looking for somebody. So, you know, it's a good aid, you know, and if you feel like you're lonely, try it. Like, you know, some people hide it, like, you know, people ain't got to know at the end of the day, you feel me? Pero, like, you know, like, me personally, though, like, I feel like I don't really need to. And then, like I said, maybe when I get older or something and I ain't got no more game, then, you know, pero, you know, if you lonely, hey, clock in, you never know. That might be where you find your soulmate.
Oh, so what about you, Erica? Like, what's your opinion on dating apps?
I feel like if it works for you, go for it. Personally, I would feel kind of scared to meet someone off an app, even if it's just Instagram. But I would recommend to just meet someone naturally, like Danny was saying, at Barnes and Nobles, at you know, grocery shopping, out in the streets, at the club or something, other than meeting them in through an app. Yeah. But if it works for you and you don't go out as often, I'm all for it. But for me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You know, again, you know, we're just giving our personal opinion.
Yeah.
But if it works for you, definitely go for it, because we understand that there's people that they work so much that they don't have time to go out, you know? Right. So if that's you, you know, then, you know, that's your thing, go for it. For our sponsor, you know, Scorpion Tarot, a lot of people ask, like, hey, if I'm on a dating app, a lot of people ask, hey, if I'm on a dating app, can I still use those love candles? And I'm like, yeah, you know, you can still use them because they still work the same. They're still going to attract people to you. Yeah. So whether it's on, you know, they see you on the app or they see you in person, they're going to be attracted to you. Something about you is going to call them to you, right? So you can still use the love candles even if it's on a dating app. Yeah. So, you know, again, you know, there's a lot of people that just work so much that they don't have time to go out in person. And when they do go out in person, they're like in a hurry. They're just in and out. They're like in their PJs, like whatever. Like, I'm just here to buy this and I'm out, you know? Mm-hmm. So, you know, if the dating apps are for you, if you feel that that's your best option, definitely go for it. Yeah. But we're just giving like our own, you know, different examples, you know.
2 cents.
Like me, I would say I used to drive trucks, right? And I used to live in a town that's like an hour away from here. So my experience with dating apps is when I lived in that town, I did sign up for a dating app, but it was because of this. I worked so many hours and I worked all day, every day for like 6 days a week that I didn't have time to go to the club. First of all, the town that I lived in was all country. It was nothing but trees and fields and just farmland. You know, there was nothing out there. So I didn't really meet nobody. So my coworkers, my coworkers were white, and I was the only Mexican that worked there. So they were like, hey, bro, if you want to meet some, some Latinos, you should go on the Zap, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? So they told me about the Zap. So I go on there to meet, Latinas in that area.
Big booty Latinas.
Yeah, I went on there to meet, these big posterior Latinas. but what happened was there was no Latinas in the area. I ended up meeting Latinas that lived here where I live right now. So I'm like, dude, if I wanted Latinas from over there, then I would have just drive over there. The thing is, I don't have time to drive over there.
Right.
So that was my one experience with dating apps. So in my situation, it didn't really help me because it only showed me girls that already lived in where I live right now, but I'm an hour away. So my thing was, I don't want to meet them over there. I want to meet them here where I'm at because I don't have time to like go out.
Right.
So in my situation, it didn't really work. I was on there for like a month. Then I canceled it, and that was it. That was like years ago. It was more than probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Nah, but those were good reasons to that made a lot of sense. You live out in a rural area where when you don't get to really see girls around and everything, and then you drive trucks at that, and you busy with work. That makes a lot of sense, and that's when I say don't knock it. Some people really ain't got time, and I never really looked at it like that. Somebody working all the time, they ain't got time to go out there and give their all into impressing a girl, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but luckily, like I said, the spirits, they look out for me a lot. So the kind of work that I do, and just keeping my spirits fed, I feel like my spirits just naturally send me a lot of a lot of those, you know what I mean? So it's like But right now, obviously, I'm not looking for any. But I'm just saying, just me feeding my spirits and doing the kind of work that I do, they naturally send them to me now. But now I live here where I live now, But like I said, 15 years ago, I lived in a rural ass area. There's nothing around. I lived in a gated community. And as soon as I walked out, all I saw was just peach trees everywhere, just peach trees and fields and people didn't really have a concrete driveway. It would be like a dirt driveway, So it was nothing out there.
And tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds. and if I did meet a female, it would be Caucasian, white females, And I was looking for the Latinas, you know what I'm saying? So in that situation, I signed up for the app, and then the app still didn't help because there was still no Latinas over there. The nearest Latinas were over here where I live now. Yeah. So it's it didn't really help in my situation.
Yeah.
But again, if that's your thing, but also, a lot of people that serve spirits, they already know, the blessings that come with that. You know what I mean? So it's they already know. All you got to do is serve the spirits, and the spirits will just send you a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean?
And you're 6'4", so you kind of don't need to. That's a big beneficiary on that end. So.
Yeah. But see, it's crazy because when I lived out there in the country town, like I said, there was nobody around. So I couldn't even be in public because me being in public was I'm just around cows and lambs and goats. And I don't mean like that, but I'm just saying you know what I mean? I'm around farm animals. But it's now that I came back to the city, then, going to a Starbucks, you might meet somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just, it's a random thought off subject. And, we're talking about all this, giving advice and everything. People, I wonder if people wonder, are they single and all that? So, just to let y'all know, I am single. I ain't looking. But, it was just a random thought.
That's a good one. What about you, Erica? Are you single? The fans want to know, is Erica single?
As of yesterday.
Okay.
What you mean as of yesterday? What the hell? You had little side hustles going on? What the hell?
Yeah, and you know what? This is a Valentines Day show, so yeah, as of yesterday.
Okay.
As of yesterday, you're single?
Yes.
Well,
okay.
What about you, bro?
Me?
Hell nah.
Right now, for the first time ever, for the first time in history, the brujo is definitely not single right now.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
For the first time in
She's gonna catch on fire.
For the first time since the 15th century.
First time in forever.
Nosferatu finally. Nosferatu. Hey, you guys still gotta watch that movie though. That movie's crazy.
I still want to check it out. The new one.
Yeah. So finally, Nosferatu is, you know what I'm saying? but yeah.
There you go.
Shout out you.
Yeah, so shout out, you know who you are. But can't wait to be out there next week for your birthday. But yeah.
It's just a random thought. I figured the fans wanted to know. They were giving all this advice. So clock in.
No, that's true. That's true because when I watch into my favorite podcast, I'm like, yeah, okay, I wonder which was single, which was not. So that was definitely good, man. That was definitely good.
For sure.
Because I know people are ready to send you guys all kinds of DMs, not me,
Hey, even though I ain't looking, if you want to send something my way, it's Gucci. You feel me?
Yeah.
I approach with open hands. When I throw up my hood, my hands is already open anyway. So, clock in. No.
Yeah. And if you message the pod page, I'll make sure that your message gets to him. Mm-hmm. And if you message the pod page for her, make sure you don't. What I said in the other episode, make sure you don't send no deep pics. Because I'm the one that opens the message on the pod page. If you're trying to send deep pics to her, send them to her page.
You send P-pics my way. No, that don't even sound right.
Dude, I swear to God, when I laugh.
If you're trying to send your deep pics, send them to her page, not to the pod page.
Yeah.
No, you will get blocked.
Her page is... No, honestly, guys, fellow men out there, that's inappropriate, man. How you just going to
do that?
Yeah, how you just going to do that, man? That's not even cool.
Like, it's aggressive. Cool. Like,
what
the fuck?
Yeah, that's not even cool. Look, like I'm a guy, and I've never just, surprise, boom, right? It's like, no, you got to work up to it. Like, you got to work up to it.
Yeah. Hey, some fools is bold, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah. That's what I was saying in the last episode that for since we have her on the pod, I was like, dude, there's gonna be some weirdo out there that automatically think it's her, and then they'll just send whatever,
even though the main picture is a man on the picture.
Yeah, no. That's why I put me on there, because if I were to put like all three of us, some weirdo would just assume, it's the female's page, it's Erica's page. I'm gonna just
they gonna talking to you the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Because seriously, like I know guys that like don't. It's a dude photographer, and he'll run like a model page of girls. So weirdos see girls on the page, so they're thinking they're messaging a girl, and their whole time they're sending their DP to a dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, oh no, hell no. But yeah, guys. So besides that, man. So again, single, and then not single. Yeah.
Okay. So say you get on the dating page, and or go to your local library, and you do end up meeting somebody. What are your ideas of a good date?
Oh, that's a good one. First of all, congratulations on meeting somebody on that dating site.
Yeah, for real.
And then I would say, so my idea of a first date. So you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So my idea of a first date. First, I would recommend that you light a love candle on them. Before you even show up to the date, light a love candle on them. Because you want things to go in your way, right?
Yep.
So, boom, light a love candle before you... Oh, damn modelos. So, light a love candle before you meet up with them. Then, pull up. So, this could be a date, even if it's somebody from, somebody new or somebody that you already been with for a while. So, me, I'm hella low-key. So, I would say, go somewhere chill where there's not a lot of people. Because I don't like to be in places that are too crowded. Because if I feel like I'm too crowded, like it's like too much.
Yeah.
So I would say like, somewhere low key. Like what my plan is for next weekend is probably just go to a bar, low key bar, out the way where not too many people are gonna like recognize me or whatever. Not too many people, gonna be there. If they're playing music, that'll be pretty tight too. And then have just a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much stay low key. What about you?
So the question was, what my idea for a good first date?
Yeah.
So it could be a first date, or it could be just a date with somebody.
In general.
Yeah, it could be like your 20th date with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, usually by the 20th date, I'm already like, no, I'm just kidding. No, that used to be me though, but you learn from your mistakes. But damn, I don't know. I ain't dated in so long. I ain't gone out on a date in hella long. Like I kind of forgot what it looks like, but.
Okay, so it could be the first date, or it could be just you just trying to chill with someone that you're hella vibing.
Yeah.
That you like been knowing.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you lie about shit will catch up to you.
Yeah.
Be as honest as possible. Not hella honest, where you just start saying all your dark secrets and shit. But, you know, just be honest about shit and be yourself. Don't try to, because, you know, you can put up a front the first date, but you feel me, once she really gets to know you, she gonna be like, but this fool was fronting the whole time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've learned from experience, it catches up to you. So, like, just keep it 100 and be yourself. And then if you're hella nervous, you gotta just keep in mind the other person is nervous as hell too.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, that's where you gotta take ownership and be like, all right, you know, it can't be too nervous, motherfuckers. We're gonna be sitting here quiet all day. Yeah. Just, you know, just even if you have nothing to talk about, just the simple questions, just to be like, yeah, what's your favorite color? Just they'll still appreciate that. Yeah. But, you know, but one thing is, don't be boring. Just talk. No matter where you're at, as long as you sit there and give them good conversation, it's gonna be enjoyable. You feel me? You can be by yourselves in a park with a picnic. Or you can be out and about. Unless you're at a club, then, you know, I don't really think that's somewhere you take. I mean, obviously you can't take someone to date to the club, but, you know, like you said, around hella people, like, like when you're with someone, and, you know, you want to give them all your attention. So yeah, like less people around, you know, less distractions. You get to focus on on the other person.
Yeah.
But as of, I didn't even give an idea. I just gave. But nah, just, you know, like Just don't be ashamed of going all out for this person. If you like him, just do your thug. This will never care what anybody says. You know, even, you know, I'm pretty, like, I've done stuff for girls before and homies be like, bro, what the hell? Like, you know, and like, I don't give a damn, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you gonna be lonely, and I'm actually putting effort. Because at the end of the day, at the end of everything, who the hell wants to be lonely?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's all fun being single, you know, like, pero at the, like, when you get home at night at 10 o'clock and when you by yourself, that's when you just be like, damn, I wish I had like a companion to talk to, you feel me? So, you know, don't be ashamed of, you know, like some people be like, fuck love and this and that. Like, hey, it's cool to each his own, but don't do it just to a friend, just to look cool and just to hide your, you know, like how you really feel. Just, bruh, just do your thing, bruh, and then like go all out, and then it'll benefit in the long run.
Yeah, it's cool to feel to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. It's okay to feel or be transparent. I feel like the first dates are always very cliche to be like, oh, dinner and a movie or like dinner and this. But I feel like even just getting to know each other's playlist, even getting to know each other's where you want to go cruise, looking at views, Conversation is everything. That's where you figure out, okay, we have common things. We watch the same movies. We grew up the same way. We eat the same food. It's just by simply just conversating. Yeah. You can't do that at a club. You can't do that at a movie theater. You can't really do that at dinner because you're eating. But go cruising. Cruise. Park somewhere. Get to know each other. Grab some street tacos or some McDonald's or something and just chill, vibe, put on a good playlist and be like, hey, have you heard this song? What do you think about this artist? What do you think about this? Because for me, for example, I love music. Yeah. When I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning, when I'm at work, when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm putting on my makeup, I'm listening to music. Yeah. So I want to be able to see, okay, are you in a vibe with this or are you not? And that's one thing for me is music and conversation.
No, that's true. Cause like I'm the same way about music, and then like, you know, you do vibe a lot also with someone. Like if you like music and you find someone that likes music as much as you do, that's always a plus. You
Absolutely.
know, like,
yeah, that's true. That's true. No, see, like the way that's how I see it too. It's like, you know, you're gonna feel the vibe out first, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's like definitely, you know, like just again, you know, if you know, try to communicate with the person. You know, like find out what their vibe is. For example, like for me, you know, like I said, I'm be in LA next weekend, and that person already told me, oh, you know, I want to go to a low key bar, or I want to go to a low key spot that's playing music, not too loud, you know, and then, you know, we just sip and chill, and then you know, and it's gonna be right by the beach. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Go to the bar, get some drinks, go to the beach, boom, cool,
done.
Simple, yeah. So you know. You're only able to find stuff out like that by communicating with the person, you know. Fuck, sorry.
I can see us holding hands in the beach with
Can
toes
I say
in the
this?
sand.
As a girl, if this is your first, second, or third date, please show up with a flower, with a rose, with something. And I don't want to make it seem like it's about like material things, but it's so nice to like walk up to to a car or something, and then they have one rose. Yeah. It takes but $1.35 to buy a rose from a gas station at AM/PM before you come and pick me up. Something. Yeah. Something. A soda, a rose, a bouquet. show up with something in hand. That's just my idea. That's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
Oh, see, I misinterpreted right now what you said when I started clapping. I thought you meant like for the girls to give something to the guys.
Hey, that too.
Because that's true. Because it's like, you know, like I think the whole man, like it's understandable. Like, yeah, that's old times. Like the guy, you know, goes out his way and does everything for the girl. But hey, men will appreciate a girl.
Absolutely.
You know, like I'm not a roses guy, but if some girl gave me a rose, I'd be like, oh shit, okay, like okay, you know. But I, you know, put it in the whip. That's why I was clapping, you know. But what you said was on point too. But like that made me think about that. Like, you know, like girls, like.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, like, you know, a guy will appreciate a little shit like that too, because sometimes the guy's mainly the one putting a lot of the effort towards making sure the date goes good. Like, we're the ones that are like, you know, but y'all fought for equal rights, so shit, y'all better put in y'all effort.
Squabble up.
Yeah, y'all wanted to vote, so now y'all gotta play the part a little too.
I feel like absolutely. If you know, if you're going out on a date and show up with something too, even a piece of gum, a bag of chips, a 40, or hey, here I heard you work out. Here's some pre-workout.
Yeah. See, look, a perfect example, right? So like I said, you know, because of the spirits that I serve, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times in my situation, this is very unique though because of what I do, right? But a lot of times the females will approach me.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I end up in a lot of the situations that I ended up in the past, because they hit me up. So it's very different, right? Because again, me, I'm always just, you know, focused on work, focused on business, focused on making these sales, focused on this. So it's like when a girl is like, hey, you know, I'm trying to hang out with you, I'm like, oh shit, you know, so it stands out to me because I'm like, I'm so focused over here that for us guys, when a female comes up and is like, hey, I'm trying to like get to know you, we're like, oh shit, well, okay. Like usually it's us guys that are making that move, you know? So we as guys, we know how much courage it took that female to make that move.
100%.
Yeah. So it's like we definitely appreciate it. So it definitely, you know, we definitely notice it more too.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like if we're coming on, you know, it's normal and it's cliche for the dude to be like, oh, hey, I brought you some flowers.
Right.
But when the girl does it, it catches us off guard. And we're like I said, you know, in the last episode, somebody wrote me a love letter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? That shit, you know what I'm saying? I almost got pegged that night, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
No, just playing. That was just a joke, guys.
You're watching too much Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, too much Deadpool right there.
And he is a really big Deadpool fan, so
And that's my cue.
that's why we understand it's all jokes. Man.
Deadpool
Yes.
right here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it caught me so off guard that somebody sent me a love letter. Somebody mailed it to me because obviously they're like 6 hours away, 5.5 hours away, right? So it's like that caught me so off guard, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like ladies, when you do stuff like that, you know, you're not a pick me. You're just literally catching this dude off guard. Like us as men, we don't really receive flowers until the day that we pass away.
Yep. That's
when we receive flowers. That's like literally an actual fact. You know.
Like if you want to receive flowers on Valentine's Day, die the day before.
Yeah. So as a man, as a guy, for a guy, yeah. So it's like, you know, so when the ladies do that, you know, it catches us off guard. It don't matter. It doesn't matter how many other ladies are doing that to that same dude that you want.
Yep.
But if we want you, and then you do that for us, it catches us off guard, and we're like, for sure, take me. You know what I'm saying?
Makes us want to put in more effort. Like, you know what? I want to keep this. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So definitely, you know, get out there. You know, like we said, you know, if dating apps are your thing, if that's the only way that you can meet people, because you work so much or you're out in you know, the middle of nowhere, you know, do your thing, do whatever you have to do, but just stay consistent and stay open minded. You know, definitely, you know, you know, just stick with it. Like if you're looking for somebody in this year, 2025, you're gonna find them. You know, and if you can't, just, you know, like I say, hit up our sponsor right here. He's gonna hook you with all those candles. But yeah, man. Any other ideas you guys want to say before we log off?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah, I feel like we've covered every aspects of Valentine's and love.
Candles, love, and pegging. We're good.
Oh
yeah, man. Yeah.
What is pegging? I thought
Don't Google it.
Never heard. No, don't Google it.
Again,
I thought
guys,
pegs was when you ride the bikes. When you ride the bike and it has the little pegs on the side.
You go ride something.
Oh,
Again, guys.
Oh my god.
That was just for entertainment purposes. We don't really mean it.
I keyed.
Just like the last episode, I'm not really gonna message more money. I'm not really gonna just. It's just entertainment purposes, guys. We're just trying to make you guys laugh for a second.
Oh my gosh.
We're trying to make you guys forget your everyday life, right? But yeah, man, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. We
Please
appreciate
leave
you
comments.
guys. Yes. Leave comments.
Make fun of me. Make fun of him.
Make fun of us.
No, don't make fun of them because then I will get offended and
I would
I would
probably
talk
cry.
shit.
No.
You feel me? I take my siblings serious. If someone disrespects them, you will hear from me. But you feel me? But you can talk shit about me all day. I got the toughest skin. It's good. Like what's his name? Mike, Money Mike says, he's like, if you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.
Yeah. Cat Williams.
Cat
Williams. That's a good one.
Money
Hey,
Mike.
sit there and say my hair luxurious when you know
When
it
you
is.
know it is, bitch.
Look at all his hair. Look at all his hair. Dude, the wind could be blowing. My hair still won't mess up. Nah, but for real, man, we appreciate you guys for watching. Just understand it's all jokes, man.
Yes.
We love you guys. We really do try to help you guys. See you guys in 2 weeks because I'm going to be in LA next weekend. I'm going to vlog that. So I'm going to post that for you guys. Make sure you guys check that one out. Again, any last words?
Check out the project. That's it's crazy. I still don't even got an official name for it, but it will be 10 new songs. They're all recorded in the same timing. So like I said, I'm in album mode right now. So maybe towards the beginning of March, it'll be dropped. I'm dropping another song. I just dropped a song called Cold Winter Hot Blocks this Friday on Valentines. And then this Friday, I'm dropping another song off the project. And, I'm on my grind mode right now. So just be on the lookout on all platforms, Spotify and all that. Just look up Affiliato. And then, you will see that. Other than that, I just been working on music and then, trying to survive out here.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And then don't forget, Jaime, if you're watching, she is single right now as of yesterday. So Jaime,
Ralph.
Fat Fish, Ralph. But yeah, man, don't forget, man.
But
So
y'all, I'm telling you right now, anybody want to clock in with the little sis and you fuck up, you gonna hear from me, bro. I'm telling you.
you gonna get one of these, surveys.
Yeah, dude, 2 tall ass fools.
Yeah. All right, man. We love you guys, man.
Thank you for watching.
Love, peace,
Saca
and
la
chicken
bolita.
grease.
Happy Valentine's Day.